Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Captain Grigsby's War in the Pacific. So, we are in a very interesting position. We have American, well, I presume American forces over here. Namely, a large concentration of what could be potentially cargo ships over here. I do wonder if they were previously damaged, and then we have unknown ships over here, which could be anything really. A possible tanker over here, which I am extremely keen on taking out. Now then, so we do obviously have our submarines over here. We are deploying them to react to the advancing American forces. So, let's get this show on the road then, shall we? We also do have the Rabaul invasion down here. There is a task force spotted down here with about 6 ships in it. So I've no idea what could be in that. I'm going to estimate it being, it is on a direct path towards us, and that does concern me. So we may, in fact, want to go to, surface combat for the time being. The reason for that is basically so we're not caught unaware or with our pants down. I do want to send this force back. They're going to be sent back ASAP. The only issue is obviously this force in the area. But if we can get this force out of here ASAP and stay here with the cargo, well, sort of with the heavy cruisers, we do have a further 2 light cruisers on their way. I can't believe this is their top speed. It is indeed. God damn, these things are slow. But their guns will prove invaluable. Not kidding about that one. Right, you, my friend. Where are you heading? Because you just do not have that fuel for it, do you? Right, so we're going to have you shield the Rabaul invasion. So we're going to set your patrol zone. Change that patrol around. Around Rabaul. There we go. These forces are heading home as quickly as possible. We may probably lose these forces. That was my fault, but we'll see how things go. Apparently I stirred up something of a hornet's nest over here, so I could do with sending submarines down here at some point. We do have Winter's Touch over here and Autumn. They are moving out. It's going to take them some time. They are going to head towards the base over here so we can refuel, and from there we'll head down to Rabaul. Okay. So forces are moving out over here. Let's take a look at these bases then. I do need to have them with supply, as frankly, we obviously do need it. Show bases with same HQ. Right. I've never seen the screen before, so this is really quite handy. Right. Bases. Okay. So this is damaged. Ooh. Seems okay. Yeah, that one's fine too. Okay. Now what we're going to have to do here is basically send out these forces. They just don't seem to be doing what they should be doing, which is rather irritating. Like, they should be on computer control, which I did set them on, but they just weren't doing anything, which is not very good. Right. So we are going to set waypoints up here. Okay. We'll patrol. Need to patrol around here. Need to set up all these patrols and get it going. Because frankly, we have nowhere near enough. Absolutely nowhere near enough. Right, these are pretty valuable and, I mean, they do have submarine capacity, anti-submarine capacity, but I think I'm going to keep them just on minesweeping for the time being, considering I don't have many minesweeping destroyers, and I'd rather keep the ones I do have, rather than sending them out on something pointless. Right. So there's going to be plenty of ships around here now. A patrol around here. And over here too. Just need to get them in this vicinity. Need to patrol around Bataan Island. I do need to set Bataan Island up. It is going to need a good delivery of supplies to get going, but once it has those, it'll be good. Alright, we'll cover over here too. Make sure we get the areas around Formosa. I honestly didn't realize how many ASW task forces I had that just weren't really doing anything, which is not good at all. Right. There we go. Now that is a lot of destroyers. And what we're going to do with this is we're going to send them over to Osaka. All of those destroyers would be fantastic in the convoy system. The reason behind that is I could have them attached to convoys. A single convoy with a single destroyer is just far better protected than one without anything at all. So if we can get them, we will have them. Most definitely. Right. I'll grab this other tanker. We could do, of course, with more destroyers, so I find it rather irritating that these destroyers just start meeting up. So we'll meet the task force over here. There we go. They will merge, and they will form a good escort. Okay. See, they just don't seem to have any patrol paths set for them, which is rather odd. Rather odd. Okay. Remedy the situation here then, shan't we? These ones seem to... perhaps? I'll allow them to return home. Right. Troll around here. I need all the patrol boats I can get. Click on the base, goddamn. See, look how many ships are here. This is absolutely insane. Mine layers as well, sub-chasers, tankers, so very much. And that will do. Patrol around here. What we need to do is overwhelm the submarine in Osaka Bay. Basically, send as many ships as we can over there. That should overwhelm the submarine. There we go. Move here. There we go. Now, come on. Just stay here. I want to set you a patrol path. There we go. Patrol zone. Patrol around here. Now, of course, this will use vital fuel, but we must do this. Okay. Have a tanker here, an auxiliary. Destroyer tender. Ammunition. I like the idea of a destroyer tender. That would be fairly useful. If I converted it to a troop transport, well, to cargo, it could carry quite a decent amount. It's a very slow ship anyway, but I think I will have that converted to a destroy tender at some point in the future. That's for sure. Right. So what irritating that I'm going to have to redo all these paths. That's just the way things go. Can't be helped. I apologise to you guys having to watch this, but it must be done. Right, see, now they have a path. That's good to know. These guys don't. Perhaps it's some kind of setting I missed or something. Oh well, we can rectify the situation pretty quickly. Just patrol around the ports over here. See, these are pretty damn good destroyers. Tsushima. See, it makes me wonder if there's actually a escort in here. Yep, there's a few destroyers in here. So what we're going to do then is we're going to send these destroyers along with these guys over here. So I'm going to put it on, right, cancel automatic convoy. Yes, okay. Right, so I'm going to transfer some destroyers in here. There we go. Put it back under computer control. But already that's far better protected than it was before. Need to get just more ships into the convoy system, which is something Japan never really had, a good working convoy system. So if I can rectify that situation early in the war, then we'll be in a much, much better position. Especially to deal with the ever-present threat from the Allied submarine fleets. That won't stop, they will always be around. And there will always be more submarines to replace them in the future. So we need to get things on the move. So that's not a bad patrol boat at all, that. That's pretty damn good. Decent range on it too. Now what we'd have to do really, or what would be the smartest option, would be to patrol the areas where we take resources from. So basically the ones which are the most important. I'm going to send these 4 destroyers over here. As Shanghai is somewhere where I pick up resources from. Let's take a look. Oils, yep, resource storage. There we go. Okay, so these forces were defeated. Go bombardment. Bombardment. Okay. All amphibious. This one is loaded. Right. Okay. What do I do with you? What do I do with you? Obviously, I do want to try and take that oil. So we are going to have to try and figure something out. But we'll give it time. All we're going to do is get these patrols going underway. Hopefully we'll meet with some success. And then at that point, I'll probably send them down to Java. That seems to be the source of Dutch power in in Indonesia. It pretty much is the source of Dutch power in Indonesia. A great source of oil as well, so we need to get to that. Right, so we do have a task force over here that is fairly built up. Mimakuma, Kashi, Izuzu, Aizu. So we do need to have them sent over to Kutabaru and meet up with the forces over there. Because we really, really need to establish a decent force over here in Malaya. There is a possibility of the Prince of Wales still being in action, which honestly I've got to imagine is there. Right, PT boats. That's something I've not seen before. Okay. I patrol around Saigon. There we go. Okay, they can keep going. That'll do. Right, that's already much more than we already had in the waters. Namely you. I want to call you off now. I think... what would we be better off doing? I think we'd be better off probably attacking... See, that's large air capacity. There's a very large capacity for air. So I believe what we shall do then is, in fact, attack the airfield there. And that should potentially gain us some success, but at least it'll suppress the enemy's air power in this region here. Obviously, they're going to fly from the bases over here, but if we can suppress that, at least that puts Saigon and Kamran Bay out a little bit further out of their range, which is a big, big difference. Right, so of course we have the Tokugawa Task Force and route back from dropping forces off over here. Okay. Many task forces to alter here. Many, many, many. Obviously this is going to start to use more fuel, but it can't be helped. Right. Midway replenishment. Need to send them south. Okay. Head down here. Right, that did take some fuel, but that'd be enough. I could dispatch a destroyer over here, but we're going to have to stay and guard this oiler. This is a very, very valuable ship. And I can't simply do without it. An AMC. Yep, you're already heading back over to Osaka. What else do we have over here? Quite a lot, apparently. Quite a lot. My god. Okay, combine them all. See, we should be able to make full, at least decent speed. So we're going to head over to Osaka. There we go. Form a new task force. ASW. Yep. Lovely. The beauty is, though, we should see a lot more success, considering we now have the... Well, we have the element going, we know our air detection works fairly well. So having that combined with ships as well, that should really help us out. Right. You know what, destroyers are going to be sent to Osaka. I think the destroyers are just far better off in the actual convoy system. The PET boats and PB boats well, patrol boats really are designed for this sort of thing, so we might as well use them for this sort of thing. Subchaser. Okay, they're heading over there. I do have a patrol boat over here then, so at least that is something. Pretty decent one too. Do I set it to escort? We'll see. We'll see. Okay. Right, so that's already more than we had before, so that's good news. Yeah, you're gonna patrol off here? Okie dokie. Patrol here. Lovely. Right there, head into wake. Good. Okay. Turn the max react up here. Lovely. I think we'll head instead towards them. That's probably a smart idea. At least we keep in on a similar route. Right. Not all that much to do now. Forces are moving in the Malayan Peninsula. These forces, okay, they're on combat. Obviously these forces are still on move, considering they're quite far behind. Do have British forces over here. These forces are moving. Okay. Moving up the coast here. Right, lovely. The Vals got absolutely destroyed. What do I want them to do? Not really much. Let's just go and train him for the time being then. It's not really worth having you out there. Right. We do have Kates over here. We're going to change them to bombs. They are on ASW patrol. Sweet. Okay. These guys on ground, make sure they're using bombs. They are. Okay, good, good. That's what I like to see. That's what I like to see there, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, I see some ships over here, apparently. What do we have here? Mine layer 10 and a patrol boat. Right, this patrol boat. I'm gonna grab that. Yep, that's mine now. It's a little decent one, so we're gonna have you sent over to here. Righto. Still have submarines over here. Patrol off here. Okay. I'd like a different patrol. Okay, fine. Right. So they should come into contact. You over here. Right, I'll take the hint. Okay. Troll. What else do we have here? Fast transport. Ah. Okay. Many patrol boats here, though. Okay. So they do have a troop capacity, which is good. So what we'll do then is we'll grab basically these. Right. Get the ones with the high endurance. That'll do. Then again, the speed here is rather low. It'll have to do. It'll have to do. Okay, load troops. Okay, that's not really good. Not really good. I guess we really don't have that much capacity. Okay. Need to turn into an AK. Damn, that's some capacity. Right, so we can't convert it until much later on. So we'll make do then for the time being. Okay. Be ready, guys. Be ready. So we'll save it here. And we'll see how we get on. Shan't we? Right, weather report. Fairly decent. Fairly decent. Let us go. Let's go boldly forward. But I mean, this means that we have a hell of a lot more troll boats out at sea now, which has really been giving the Americans a pass for some time. Well, and the Allied navies in general a pass. Which is weird. I don't know why the AI decided not to, in fact, move them or set them actual patrol pass, but hey, I'm here to rectify that. We do have a hell of a lot of destroyers en route to Osaka. It's going to take them some time, but once we have those destroyers there, I will feel much better with them being in the automatic convoy system. Because then at least our convoy ships will have a escort. Even if it's one lowly destroyer, outdated destroyer, it still makes all the difference. It means that they just can't get in there and just can't devastate a convoy. And it may work out that we reduce the size of convoys and increase the actual, well, reduce the size of the number of ships in the convoys and increase the amount of convoys going out, which could prove to hopefully get things going. At least then we reduce the chance of a single submarine catching, like, I don't know, like 8 transport ships and devastating them. Which would be nice. The cool thing is if we could try to mix some transports in there. I'm not entirely sure if they're all armed. I think they all may have some kind of armament, maybe. Maybe just a few machine guns or something light. But we'll see. We can see the sheer amount of Allied submarines just off the coast there, of the home isles. So we need to get busy. Okay. It's a pretty good night, 53% moonlight.